Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's class. It's me, Ankita Pokharel. Today we're going to learn an exciting topic in grammar, that is uses of a and some or any, and also we'll be following up with a writing part where we'll learn how to write a personal letter and also complete a skeleton email. Let's begin the class now.
So kids, let's begin learning when to use a and some or any. So as you know, a is used with singular countable nouns that begin with a consonant. Likewise, an is also used with singular countable nouns, but the nouns should begin with a vowel. Not just vowel letter, but the vowel sound, right? Likewise, in case of a also, it's not just the letter, but it's actually the sound. Now, let's see when do we use some. Some can be used with plural countable nouns and also uncountable nouns. So the nouns should be plural. It can be countables or uncountables in case of nouns, right? So here we should understand that some is usually used in positive statements. Let's go to any. Any is usually used for plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns again, but it's used especially in questions and negative statements. Again, plural, both countable and uncountable nouns. They're used in question statements and they're also used in negative sentences. Alright, when we know this, it's going to be easier for us to understand further. So let's do a quick revision. A is used for singular countable nouns that begin with a consonant sound. And is used with singular countable nouns that begin with a vowel sound. Some is used with plural countable and uncountable nouns, and some is used usually in positive statements. Any is used for plural countable and uncountable nouns, and any is mostly used in questions and negative statements. Okay, so let's take an example for each of these. Example for A. I have a flower. So F, the sound of flower, fl is consonant sound. That's why we used a. And flower is a singular and countable noun here, right? Let's go to another example, and that's for an. I bought an umbrella. So a, it's obviously the sound of vowel A. The vowel sounds are A, E, I, O, U, and the remaining sounds in alphabets are consonants. You know that, correct? Yes. So an for singular countable noun. Okay, let's go to some. So as I said, some is used for plural. It could be countable or uncountable noun, and it's used in positive statements. So positive statements are those statements which have got no such use of negative words like no, not, don't, etc. Okay, so let's take an example for some. I have some flowers. See here, in the first sentence I wrote a flower because flower is singular, right? And it's defined. So a means just one. Okay, now flowers means plural, but when I don't want to disclose how many specifically in number, then I say some, right? Let's go to any. Now let's recall telling me that I had said any is used with plural countable or uncountable nouns, and it's usually used in negative statements and question sentences. So let's see one example. I don't have any book. See here, the use of words like no, not, or don't make a sentence negative. Okay, so I used the word don't and I used any with don't. I did not use some here. Whenever we have to say a negative statement, we don't use some along with. We use any. Alright, please remember this. Now let's go to see some more examples. See here. I say that I need some new shoes. Some is used with countable or uncountable plural nouns. Is shoes plural? Yes. But some is used when a proper number or amount is not defined. So some could be anything more than one, right? So I need some new shoes. Now let's write another sentence. I don't have any shoes. Now see here. Here's a negative word, don't. This sentence is a negative sentence, correct? Because here we can see a use of negative word don't. So we used any with the negative word, right? Now let's use a question as well using any. Do you have any books to read? Okay, now see here. It's a question sentence, right? I'm asking question, do you? So what did I say? Any. I did not use some. We don't use some here. Alright? So we use any for negative statements and question statements. So if I say I bought some milk. Alright. As I had said, some can be used for both countable or uncountable noun, right? Here milk is uncountable, but we used some. Here we don't have any specific quantity of milk, and since it's not revealed, we use some here. Now asking a question, what will happen? Have you got any food? Now I'm asking a question here, and so as I had told you, we use any for the question sentences. If it was negative, what would have we written? We would have written, we don't have any milk, right? Here, there's a use of negative word don't, and for negative statements, we always use any. We don't use some, okay? So we use a and an for singular nouns. They should be countables. Countables means that what can be counted, okay? Now for plurals, we use some or any. Some is used for countables and uncountables again. Some is used for both, used for plurals, okay? Countable, uncountable, plural nouns, alright? Any is used for, again, countables and uncountables, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. They are also plural, but we have to keep in mind that some is used for positive sentences and any is used for negative and question sentences. Now, if you keep in mind all this, it's going to be easy for you to deal with the sentences. Now here on your screen you can see some sentences where we'll have to complete the given ones with a or an or some or any as necessary. Okay, our first sentence is, it is dash dog. Now, when we are talking about singular noun that begins with a consonant sound, what do we use? Yes, we use a. So in this case, dog starts with a consonant sound, d, and it's singular. So here we write, it is a dog. Alright. Have you got dash friends? When asking about an unspecified number or choice, what do we use? We use any. here the first thing is it's a question statement and it's unspecified. So in such cases we use any. Have you got any, friends? I bought dash milk. When talking about an unspecified amount, we use some. Uncountable, unspecified, and affirmative or positive sentence, right? So we use I bought some milk. Linda does not have dash pets. Now see here, here's a use of negative word, making the sentence a negative one. So pets, plural, negative word or negative statement. And if you remember me telling you, for negative statements we always use any, right? There is dash orange on the table. Is orange singular or plural? It's singular. Now what is the sound of O? It's a vowel sound. So whenever there is vowel sound for singular nouns, we use an. Singular countable nouns, remember that. Team eats dash cheese every day. Cheese, uncountable. Again, it's a positive sentence. So we write some. We don't have dash bread. Negative statement. It's any. So kids, here's an exercise for you all to do it on your own. Here you'll have to complete the sentences with a, an, or some. Try doing the exercise remembering all the steps we have read just a while ago. Alright kids, let's move to the writing section now. See there, you can see options given here. So, you'll have to fill in the blanks with the words and phrases provided here at the top. To complete this email, here's a format of the email, and here we'll have to complete it using the words and formats given here. Let's try doing it together. So it's a leave application. It's written to samjana@gmail.com and the subject is leave application. Dear ma'am, namaskar. I hope my email finds you in. Now let's try finding out the correct phrase. Finds you in good health. I am dash your student of grade 7B. So I am. Here are two options given, Sanskriti and Sanskriti Rai. So when you are introducing, you'll introduce with your full name. I am Sanskriti Rai, your student of grade 7B. I am writing to you to request for. Now what could be the next option that we can use to request for? See here, it's mentioned 7 days. Namaskar, I hope my email finds you in. Let's check out the options. What do you think is applicable here? Finds you in good health. Let's write that here. I am dash your student of grade 7B. So it's Sanskriti Rai, the full name. Let's mention it. I am writing to you to request for. So the correct option is 7 days leave. Let's write that down. From 15th to 21st April 2021. It is because I have to attend my sister's wedding in my village. It is very important. Thus, I will be highly obliged if you kindly granted me your permission for the same. I assure you that when I come back, I will cover all my missed lessons. Looking forward to your positive reply. Yours sincerely, Sanskriti. Alright, we have just finished writing down an email with the help of the clues given. Okay kids, here's an assignment for you all. So what you'll have to do is, your school is organizing an educational tour to Lumbini. You also want to go with your school friends. Write a letter to your sister who lives away from home asking for permission to go on the trip. Now, on your upper part of the screen, you can see some sentences and phrases written. use those as clues and write down a letter to your sister asking for the permission to go on the trip. How did your class go today? If you have any suggestions or feedback, feel free to reach out to us at learning@dearwalk.edu.np. See you in the next class with another lesson. Thank you.